Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Big Sky Realty Media. On today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through what I would do different for this property. Let's go through the pictures here. I found this property here in Scottsbluff, and there's a lot of work to be done here in this property. This agent just disregard a lot of things that could have been avoided. This agent could have taken a different approach to these pictures, and I'm not surprised because this normally happens here in this area. But as you can see, there's a lot of things that could have been done. You guys are gonna see how I'm gonna fix all this. This photo shoot could have gone very different if I would have taken this property. Look at this. This is just crazy that this realtor just allowed that on the MLS. I sometimes I don't even know, but let me so a lot of things that could have been edited out. There's a ton of tools right now that we could fix all that. For those of you that are taking photos with your phone, I don't recommend it, but if you are gonna take photos with your phone, there's a tool, guys, that you guys could use to eliminate all these extra things. And I'm gonna walk you through it right now. All right, guys, so we are now inside our editing software that it's accessible to everyone. This is Lightroom, and this is not Lightroom Classic. This is just regular Lightroom that everybody has access to. So we first are gonna start up with this photo here because it's the front of the house. And I want you to take a look at where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go right here. This is the tool that's gonna help you create or declutter or get rid of whatever you don't want in the picture. I have all the previous work that I've done here. And we're gonna start off with this particular photo here. We're gonna zoom in a little bit just so we have an idea of what we have, or what we wanna get rid of. So what I'll do here is I would like to get rid of this bench right here and whatever this is, maybe concrete, no, it's not a concrete bag, but probably mulch or something. So just clear this area up because I feel like it's a little too cluttered. And obviously when a buyer is gonna come and look at the house, the first impression is everything. So we're going back here to this tool. You're gonna open up that tool and make sure you have these two highlighted or selected. And what it is gonna create this little circular thing here. And what this does, it allows you to highlight. You're gonna press down and you're just gonna you're gonna highlight this whole area here, and then you're gonna let go. So automatically the software is gonna go ahead and give you that, it's gonna highlight that area, right? And what you're telling the software is that you want whatever it's here, analyze it. And if you look over here, when you select these two things, it's pretty much is telling you detect object. So artificial intelligence is gonna detect whatever it is that you highlighted, and then pretty much it's gonna do its thing. So automatically here, you're gonna go ahead and hit remove, and you're gonna see what's gonna happen. It's gonna analyze it, and then boom, out, it's gone. So take a look at this area here. In this area, the software gives you several different variations. If you click on number 2, notice this area here, what it does. So let's go back to number 1, right? That's the area that we selected. Number 2, it gives you another option, and number 3, another option. I like number 2. So number 2 looks realistic. So now that's it, guys. This is pretty much what you're gonna do. Now for the second one, just for educational purposes, I'm gonna go ahead. This might be a little more challenging, but let's highlight it. We're gonna highlight that area, and we're just gonna tell the software what we want. So I highlighted that area. So, and then we go back here again, guys, and we're gonna hit remove. It's gonna do its thing. It's gonna analyze it. And guys, this is insane. And it only took what, 2 clicks, right? 2 clicks. So then we're gonna go back to here and we're gonna look at the options that we have. That one is not good because it's giving you this part here. That one looks good. Let's go to number one. See, number one, it erases the concrete part. So I think this one is the best one. And that's it. You pretty much are done. If you zoom out, guys, I am telling you, you guys are missing out. This is something that anybody could do. If you're not too tech savvy, let me do it for you. This is something that I can do for you. And this is included in my package. I can go ahead and get rid of all that stuff. But if you want to invest your own time in doing this, that's fine too. Lightroom, you could download this stuff. But if you don't have time, which real estate agents are pretty busy every single time, you guys could give me a call and I'll do it for you. So let's remove another thing. Let's go here. All right, this thing right here is bothering me. So I'm gonna go ahead and highlight it and then remove. It's gone. Let's remove this one right here with the little, or let's just do this whole area right here because it's all right. Let's see what it does. Guys, I'm telling you, let's remove that rock and I could just change it with the variations that I have here, whichever one you like. You get to choose. Now you zoom out and what does that look like? Doesn't it look better? All right. Now the last thing that I'm gonna do is this right here, that it just boils my blood every time I see this. All you gotta do, guys, is just highlight it. You're gonna highlight this area here, right? And let it do its thing. I don't even know what else to tell you guys, but there you have it. That's one. Let's go to the next one. Which one do you guys want me to do? This one? So this happens all the time. There's a lot of homes that are in the middle of renovation, but as long as you disclose to your buyer that you are there, some of the pictures or most of the pictures are virtually staged, you're in the clear. So let's take this one for instance. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove that. Gone. What's another thing that's bothering you? This door. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna highlight it. All this right here, whatever it's on is in the way. All right, it highlighted it. Now you could adjust it so it won't take away the window, and you go by coming over here and you're gonna hit subtract, and by clicking on subtract after you highlighted this area, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back here and you're gonna subtract the highlighted area that is going to probably affect something else that you don't want to be, you don't want it removed, right? So you direct what you want to be, what you want it to remove. So we don't want all this. We just want what's in the highlighted area. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right there. Perfect. All right, so let's see now. We hit remove. We come over here, hit remove. Let's see what it does. So now it gives you this. It changed a little bit, but it's better than what you had before. But you always have variations here on the side. So you could click, you go to number 2, it placed something there. You don't want that there. So what I like to do here in this case, I like the floor how it is. So now you come back here and you cannot select anything that's inside this box, right? So you see how that came up? So now what you do is you get as close as you can to this box here or to this highlighted area, and you could just go ahead and highlight whatever item it put on the image or in the image, right? And the reason why is because I like how the floor came out, everything looks good. So now we erase that, and then we're gonna hit subtract again, and we're gonna subtract all this highlighted area. We just want that little dresser that it put in there. So we just highlight that area there, and that should do it. I'm gonna hit remove. It should clear the whole space. Oh, it gave me another thing. So this is the only thing that you're gonna have to work with because it gives you the system things that you want something there. Sometimes it gives you, it replaces it with something else. But you have to just continue to highlight it and keep removing all this stuff. Keep doing it. There's the AI just does its thing, right? But you just continue highlighting it until it clears it, and you'll see what it will do. So now we're getting down to smaller and smaller items, right? So you continue to do this. Now you're gonna go ahead here and you're gonna highlight this area here and just remove until it's completely gone. So I think I'll take this one. That's fine. Now subtract. We'll see what it does there. Give me another. All right, so finally it erased the whole door. It took me several tries, right? But it's completely gone. So now you have an empty room, and this is normally doesn't take this long, but sometimes when you're using the AI, it just gives you so many different options that you're just gonna have to continue to highlight and erase. So we're done with this photo. I would things that I would have done different is have this light on. You could see that the room is missing. If the agent would have taken the photos a little more to the left, it would have given me a different perspective. But maybe she did this because there was more clutter on the other side. So I don't know. I really don't know what happened here, but let's just continue to the next photo, all right? So we're done with this one. We're gonna go ahead and click on this one. This one is really easy. Again, we're gonna go back to the eraser tool, and we're gonna get rid of this, all right? We're gonna actually add this area here. We're gonna remove that. All right, it's gone. What's another thing that we could remove? This table here. We're gonna go ahead and highlight that, remove, it's gone. So a little piece of something that the AI put on there. We're gonna go ahead and highlight it again and remove it, gone. And then what's another thing that's bothering us there? This little table or whatever this is. All right, we're just gonna highlight that and see what it does. All right, highlight it. We're gonna hit remove, gone. Let's see another variation. Boom, I like that one. So I just zoom out. Look at the difference, guys. Look at the difference. And it only took us what, 2 minutes? Not even 2 minutes, a couple of clicks. It took us just a few clicks and the photo completely changed. Again, what I would have maybe angled it differently, but hey, this is a little bit of it's a lot better than what it used to be. All right, let's jump on to the next one. Let's do remember this picture? I told you that we could remove all this clutter back here, so let's go ahead and jump into that. But let's remove the date. We're gonna hit remove, and I don't know, this bothers me that I have these lights back here. I didn't even notice, but hopefully that helps out. Oh, the glare of my lights here in the living room. All right, so it got erased. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into this area here. We're gonna zoom in a little bit and drag it over here. So one of the things that I've noticed by using Lightroom and Lightroom Classic, in order for the AI to just recognize what you're highlighting, is not giving it too much of a highlighted area. So let's just say here, this is a lot of stuff that you have to remove, right? So you're gonna go ahead and zoom in as much as you can, but not too much that it's just not clear for the AI to identify what the item is. So we're gonna go back to the eraser tool. Make sure these two generative AIs is selected and the detect object also. And then we're just gonna highlight this item right here. And what you're doing is you're letting the AI know that you want that gone. So we're gonna hit remove, see what it does. You're gonna go here to variations, boom, gone. All right, next thing, you're gonna go ahead and highlight the second one. Because if you give it too many things to erase, it's just gonna give you a lot of different variations that you don't want. You do it one at a time. At least that's what I've figured out. It does a better job of doing. So that's gone. Let's see the other variation, because if you see another variation, see the number one is better. All right, so you zoom out, See, it's gone. Now, if you want to get rid of this one here, we'll highlight it too. And this area back here. And of course, you're going to disclose this to your buyer. This is just what it would look like if those things would not be there, right? So you're going to hit remove, boom, gone. Now, look at the difference. Take a look at the difference, guys. It's like night and day. Doesn't that look better? All right, let's jump into the next one. All right, here in the back or in this side of the house, we have this item right here, this piece of a railing or so. So we're gonna go ahead and let's just highlight the whole thing and see what it does. Maybe it'll get rid of it right away, along with these pieces of wood. I'm gonna highlight the whole thing. And let's see if the AI recognizes what we want to do. And hopefully just erases it. Butter, look at that. I like this one. What do you guys think? Perfect. And now let's get rid of this date right here and remove. And remember, guys, these are photos they're not full resolution. These are just photos that this realtor just took with whatever camera. I don't know how old the camera is, but you could tell by it's pixelated. It's not too clear. If you take this photo with a professional camera with higher resolution, you would have a lot better results. All right, let's jump into the next one. And I'm just gonna run real quick through these. I don't wanna take too much of you guys' time. Highlighted that area there. We're gonna go ahead and remove. So I'm gonna try to go quickly here. And these are how many pictures? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 photos, right? Boom, it's gone. Let's do the other side. This whole area here, this whole area here. These are all construction items that were left while they were doing the photo shoot. And this is the agent's fault. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This is the agent's fault. It's her fault, but it's not, because she wants to take it upon herself to do these type of things, but she doesn't know what she's looking for. So I like number 2 better, right? So automatically gone, all right? That changed the photo completely. Now look at this. Oh my God. Why? I just don't know why. But anyway, educational purpose only, guys. Let's not judge. He doesn't know. All right, we're gonna get rid of the date. All right, and now we're gonna highlight this person here because we're not selling the person. We're selling, right? We're selling the house. So why is this person here? I don't know, but we'll leave it at that. Let's try to get rid of this person. And by the way, I would never use this photo. This just tells me that this agent is not serious about selling this house. She is just going in there and just shooting away. And it's not fair to the seller because the seller is giving this agent some kind of a commission, right? We're not doing this. They're not doing this for free. And all right, so we're gonna go ahead and move forward and we're gonna remove this person out of the photo. Gone. All right, and again, I would not use this photo ever. So what's wrong with this picture? Look at all these cleaning supplies here. The toilet seat open. Close that toilet seat. We don't need that open. We have a mirror down here. We're gonna go to the eraser tool. We're gonna remove this mirror or whatever frame, whatever this is. We're gonna remove that. We're gonna go quickly. Just gonna highlight every single item. Boom, it's gone. Now we're gonna do this cleaning products here in a cup. We're gonna go ahead and remove this and we're gonna hit remove. All right, so in this case here, it gave me something else. So we're gonna go ahead and, there we go. So I removed it, perfect. We're gonna highlight the other things. These 2 bottles gone. All right, gave me another option. I don't know what that is, but let's give it another try. Subtract. That even looks better than what it used to be, but let's see what other variations we have here. I even like that. I'll take that. That looks like a decoration. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we could get rid of this toilet paper here. Oh, got rid of it, sure. That looks fine. One thing you cannot do is close that toilet seat. So you have to deal with that. So let's erase the date, gone. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, several things up here. Let's see if we could get rid of all that in one shot. Remove, boom, gone. I don't know what that is, but let's remove it. And then inside the sink, there's some items there that I would like to remove. Let's move it to the side here. So move target, remove. All right, it looks like it removed it. All right, so a couple more things here. This here, remove that. That looks better, huh? Let's see if we could remove this back here. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in a little bit so I could detect what I'm trying to do. So this is on the other side of the window, right? So let's give it a shot. Let's remove that and maybe it'll recognize it. All right, remove. Boom, love it. All right, let's use this part here. Let's remove that. Wow. Wow. All right, and the last thing we're gonna do, we're gonna remove the date. Gotta put an add, remove, awesome. All right, let's go to the last photo. Actually, no, there's one more photo. So we talked about this. Let's remove this wheelbarrow here. And we're gonna select the eraser tool and we're just gonna highlight the whole thing. Let's see what it does, whole thing. The AI should recognize what this is. And I think it went a little too far here, but let's just leave it like that and see what happens. Not bad. Different options here. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And then what I'll do is I'll highlight these things here. See if we can get rid of those. Go back and highlight it again. Boom. Love that. All right, and let's see if we can get rid of this table along with the date. Everything is highlighted except this part here. And we're gonna subtract because we don't want that part of the, all right, so kind of just letting you know that we just want the table to be removed. Boom. Yo, this is incredible. I love doing this. Last photo. All right, so we talked about this. We talked about this one here, and this one is backyard. Clearly, there's a lot of debris on the floor and all that stuff, so let's go ahead and tackle this thing here. All right, we're gonna start with, remember I told you, just select a few things at a time. Don't try to do everything at once because the AI is just gonna go crazy and it's gonna give you some crazy results that you probably are not gonna want. So make sure, then you add all this area here, right? Add all that, and we're gonna go piece by piece. We're gonna just select that area and remove that and see what it does. Not bad. What do you guys think? Several options there. I think I'm gonna stick with that one with option 2. We're gonna go back here to the near the fence. We're gonna clear that part there, right? And we're gonna hit remove. Not bad. Let's see what other options we have. I like number 3. That one is clean. All right, we're gonna go to this side of the fence now. We're gonna clear that piece of metal there. I might even just remove this too, and then we'll disclose it with the buyer. Let's see what it does. See if we could remove this whole area here. I mean, that looks like a water meter. So, boom, gone. And option 2, option 3. I think I'm gonna go with 2. Yep. All right, so now this, if you want to close this part of the fence, it's just gonna go here. We're gonna highlight this area here, and you might want to get a little bit of the fence on both sides, so like that the AI would recognize what you're trying to do here. Maybe it would help out, maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. So we're gonna go ahead and remove. What? Wow, I like option 3. What do you guys think of that? That's insane. Oh man. Well, there you have it, guys. These are all the photos. Look at this. Look how clean that looks. And it took us, what, maybe 25 minutes? I could have done this a lot quicker, but look at that.